Okay, everybody. Hi, welcome to the I.T.L. My week has been totally blown out of whack, I tell you what. Literally. Oh, man. I hope we had some pretty nice warm days this week. I mean, it was gorgeous outside just yesterday. I had to bike out late, go out earlier in the evening, into the late evening, getting some paperwork done. I had to get the plate. I'm getting the plates set up for the goat a little bit differently, and but yeah, I mean, every time, I was thinking about making. Was wanting to make a ride video because I don't always have my camera on anyway, and all this crap. I mean, and I was in a hurry. I backed the bike out of the garage. I hit the power button on the camera. About a minute later, it shuts off. Battery's stone dead. I'm like, I forgot to charge the battery or put the new one in, the charged one in. At that point, I was kind of running late for an appointment anyway. I'm like, the heck with it. I'm just gonna run. Just, no problem. So I mean, like it's like everything. Every time I run into something, is just always a roadblock. And I had some thoughts today of what for the I.T.L to talk about and topics, and I'm like, well, something new came in, and it's like, well, I really want to try this out. I want to I want to try this out and see how I can do it indoors, and then possibly move it outdoors. Or I'd be doing it outdoors if it wasn't for one thing. It's chilly outside. It's gloomy out. I mean, we just had a storm come through. Actually, it was pretty nasty winds last night. Actually, did some property damage on my property. But I mean, nothing major. But still, you know, who's got to fix it? But that's the way it goes. But let's go move on into what I was referring to, what I got. And yeah, I will post links. I'll actually put descriptions down in the description box. But what I actually am trying out, and if this works good, because I mean, this is something it's trial and error. And it actually says that on the website for this item. It's trial and error. You got to work with distance. It's actually a lapel mic. I just tapped it, so if I'm using that for this video, you'll probably hear pop. But anyway, it's a lapel mic that hooks into your cell phone. You can use your cell phone as a voice recorder. And I mean, you see it as I got it in my pocket for most of the time here. I mean, it's there, so it's not. I know. I mean, I know it's not going. It's not picking off the microphone off the phone. It's actually going to the lapel mic. And I figured I can work with this. If this works, I can work with this, and I can use my video camera and the lapel mic and sync them up. And a lot of people say, "Oh, good luck with that." And I've gotten pretty decent with syncing video up, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, this lapel mic is actually made for Android phones. It's actually from Microphones and More, and it's an Android Max, professional Lavalier microphone. And I got this off of Amazon. And no, I ain't being backed up endorsed by these people or nothing. But this is something I found. I figured I'd try. And if I can get this to work out, I will put the link to where I bought this down into the description. And but I'll give you the basically the name of it down there, no matter what. But anyway, and the website you can go to read about it. But anyway, this is supposed to be a pretty decent microphone. I mean, it comes with a little felt baggie, and it comes with two little the wind muffs. These are the really thin ones. I'm planning on basically once I get it going, doing away, well, not totally away with these, but doing away with them partly because I'm gonna be outdoors. I'm gonna want something a little bit better. And it has your lapel clip that comes already on it, but it comes with a second one, a little one, and also this is just not for Android phones. If you got an Apple phone, it has an adapter for it, a little because it takes it. What this does is it plugs into your 1.5 millimeter earphone jack, and that's how it works in through. Well, evidently Apple's or iPhones or whatever you want to call them are different from Androids, so they give you a little adapter for it. But I mean, hopefully this will work. Hopefully I'll get this going. It took me some time and try to figure out with my phone because I mean I just dropped a little. I'll pick it up later. But anyway, it took me some time to figure out and get it to work on my phone. I have an Alcatel Touch, One Touch, and it took me a little bit to figure out how to get it going because every time I plugged it in, it would make this grrr noise, and it was awful. I mean, it was just totally awful. I'm like, well, this thing ain't gonna work. Well, I had downloaded an app for it. I mean, you can get the apps you use for this on Android. You can get them for free at the App Store. And what I did is I just went through and I'm using the first one that it worked well with my phone. And I mean, the company doesn't say in particular, well, use just one app. I mean, they say get yourself an app and to work with it. And I was like, okay. But I found out what I have to do is I kind of got to hit the record. Once it starts recording, plug the microphone in, and it works well. It actually, from when I was testing it indoors in the house before I came out here, it was working pretty darn well. I mean, might have to adjust the tone a little, I mean the level a little bit for the video, but I don't see a problem with that. If this works well, I'm actually planning on using the audio from the phone for the video. Now, if it doesn't, I will go ahead and stream it across the bottom of the screen. It didn't work out. This sucks. No, but actually, what it is a lot of it is you gotta judge the distance from where your mouth is and where the lapel mic is supposed to be mounted. It's a bunch of things you gotta work out. So just because this didn't work out doesn't mean it's garbage. It's just gotta tune it in basically. But I figured I'd go ahead and show you these guys. This is another alternative, actually, in my eyes, of basically if somebody can't afford, say, an expensive GoPro or whatever expensive cameras, and they want to put their voice on the audio for the video, and say they got on top of the mount of their helmet or wherever they want it, but they just get one of these lapel mics if they can get it to work right, mount that inside your helmet, record it to your phone, and learn how to sync. Now, that's not the easy. Learning to sync is not easy. But some people pick it up a little bit quite better than others. But I figured another alternative. It's cheap. I mean, I know my wife picked this up for me. And I know she paid under maybe $6 the most for it. I mean, maybe even less than that, a lot less than that. But it's like it's a cheap alternative. And I mean, you might not be able. That might be like a one-time deal price for her. But I mean, the price still is not that hot, not that bad. But just an idea, This is MuzzleMike. Hope you all have a great week. Signing out.